Hi guys, welcome back to some more Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. So now we have to head back towards Watson. We're just gonna use our map to get there quickly. Lucy's lodgings. No, where was he? Boarding house, police station. What's this here? Dead end? Yes.
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste.
I got it.
Find the medicine, Holmes. We must make haste.
Didn't I get it? I have it. How do you... Oops.
Find the medicine, Holmes.
Oh my god.
We must make haste.
How do you use it? Okay, maybe you have to... There we go. Okay.
Here is the medication, Watson. Is our man movable?
He should be able to stand in a few minutes and will no longer be suffering from his cough before long.
Consider the affair resolved. Accompany him to his niece's while I return to the boarding house, and then join me at the police station. Let's return to the boarding house.
Yes, sir. Boarding house is... Boarding house is... this one.
I have good news for you, Mr. Finley. We have sent the captain to stay with a relative, and he shouldn't bother you for a while.
I also have some good news. I have your police bag.
Thank you. I bid you good day.
Oh, it was nothing. Tell me, one of my wife's friends lost...
Another day, Finley. Another day.
Good job. No more
Let's
running
go
around,
to
please.
the police station.
To the police station. Ow, there's something in my eye. Okay, it's this way. Police station. Yes. Don't you know we just healed? Hold on, can we check the police bag while we have it? No, I guess not. Oops. How do you... Okay, you can mouse wheel to select stuff. Anyway.
Are you sure it's the police bag that you lost?
Yes, but someone attempted to force it open. They didn't succeed, but now the lock is stuck. Perhaps you could...
Let's see.
Ooh. Oh my god, okay.
Imagine the victim lying at the spot where she was found and try to discern all of the clues we can. Watson, you are a writer. I am therefore entrusting you with our deduction board. It will help us to establish certain facts.
Understood, Holmes.
Okay, sorry guys, my game crashed, so we are going to take a look at this. Can't understand though, like...
No marks on the ground.
Okay.
The ground is muddy. Let's look at this poor woman more closely.
Okay, so we have our magnifying glass.
The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions. The throat was slit from left to right. There are 2 incisions. There's a bruise on the left cheek.
But she's not even there, which is
The
pretty
tongue
funny.
is swollen. There's a bruise at the level of the right maxilla. A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter.
Is there anything else that I'm missing?
A small pool of blood, 6 inches in diameter.
What about her eyes? Hold on, is there anything here?
There's a bruise on the left cheek. The tongue is swollen.
No, I think that's it.
The body was lying on its back, legs straightened slightly apart. The skirt had been lifted up to the middle of the body. The left hand was touching the barn door. The body was still warm. Let's reread the preliminary report for the details on the wounds inflicted upon this poor woman.
Inventory. Deduction. Okay. The blood spread. The blood didn't flow in strong spurts. The murder one drained the victim of her blood. A little pool, so that means this. I'm assuming the victim had her throat slit. Where would this go? I don't know. Okay, this might go here. No. The tongue is bloated. I don't understand how. Okay, here we go. Okay, she was strangled, that we know, because we saw, right? The throat was slit from left to right. Okay. The victim has a bruise on the right jawbone. Okay, no, I thought it would turn green if you got it right, so. The corpse was still warm. The murder cut open her throat. Okay, hold on, let's go back for a minute because this isn't right apparently. Or no, it could be right, but we don't have everything maybe. Okay. He could not have had relations on the ground. The murder threw water on the ground. There were relations. Oh, hold on a minute, guys. Okay, so let's go back for the moment. What else do we have here? Okay, here.
There is a black bonnet near the left hand. No signs of blood.
What else? Is that all we have?
What are we doing, Holmes?
What are we doing, Holmes? Okay. And this goes here. The killer slit the throats. What? The killer slit the victim's throat quietly. Didn't have to slit her throat. Before being stretched out, having her throat slit, was killed by having her throat slit. No, that's not right. No. Yes, she was killed here. Hold on, there's something wrong here. Something's not fitting. No traces of blood on the wall. The victim had her throat slit. The wall was washed. No. Damn. The murder threw water on the thing. That wouldn't have been... hold on a minute. Do we have more here? No, these are good. Go back up, please. So hold on, there's something wrong here. Yeah, okay, we know she was dead before she hit the thing. No, that didn't make any sense. He did not have relations on the ground. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Okay. What else? Is it pointing me to these people? Excuse me.
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to exercise.
Okay, so... Okay. Oops. Okay, and...
This spot is deserted, Holmes. The prostitutes only come here to...
There is
Move.
only one streetlight lit on this street, Watson, and this spot is particularly poorly lit. Well, Watson, we have found all of the possible clues, I think. We will now attempt to recreate the scene of the murder. Come closer, Watson. I have to make you up.
You are joking, Holmes? I feel ridiculous, Holmes.
You look
Now,
ridiculous.
Watson, come and stand here in front of me. You shall play the role of the poor woman, and I shall play that of the murderer. Let's try to reconstruct the facts to ensure the final result corresponds indisputably to the way that Polly Nichols was killed.
Okay, what do we have to do here? Okay. Jack's position. No. Like this?
This position is unlikely.
What are you talking about? Stop. Okay, hold on. Like this?
Yes, it's quite possible the events occurred like this.
Okay, hold on. Then knife.
I hope that, as with the real murder, nobody had to witness all of that, Watson. If the murderer used his right hand astride his victim, there wasn't much room.
Okay.
No, I don't think that things went like that.
Okay, so hold on, let me see.
No, I don't think that
No, hold on, stop.
the murderer had enough room to inflict the wounds to the neck, and these wounds suggest the left hand was used.
Awesome, guys, we're so good. Can you imagine if someone just
My
came
dear
walking
Watson,
down the street
now
like
that
that?
we have found all of our clues, nothing remains but to subject them to our most likely hypotheses in order to deduce the
facts. And deduce the facts. Okay, Portland Street. The victim was asking for alms. The victim was afraid. The claimed amount of Nichols was incautious, didn't have a bonnet. Nichols had her bonnet in hand and was ready to exercise. Okay. Next, at the bottom. The murderer must have been sitting on the victim. Okay. The killer's right hand prevented the victim from screaming. There were relations. So he had grabbed her like that. Like this, right? With his right hand, I think? No. Okay. He's a strong man. There we go. Oh my
The
god.
victim was most probably dead before being laid down. Once the heart stopped, gravity drained the body slowly, not in a heavy spurt that would have stained half the street.
Thank you, Holmes. I understand why you told me not to change clothes. Do you realize that our behavior didn't alarm anyone?
The victim's ordeal was even more discreet. By acting in silence, we have confirmed something. The crime definitely took place here. The victim and her murderer were able to come here without making any noise, and afterwards the murder took place without the slightest cry being uttered. Come, Watson, let's go home. We have spent far too long in this sinister alley. And so, my dear Watson, the day and night which we passed in Whitechapel were enlightening, weren't they?
An adventure that I most certainly will never relate. To be in the skin of that poor woman. I prefer not to speak of it further. But have we really learned anything about the murderer? Obviously a man, given the necessary strength.
We have little to go on, at least no more than the police. But in my opinion, Inspector Aberline has a trick or two up his sleeve. No, I want to talk about the facts and what we can draw from them. We know where the crime was committed and under what conditions. I would like to ask you about the possible motives for the crime. According to you, Watson, what could have pushed the murderer to act in such a way?
Okay. What could have been the possible motives for the crime? Revenge? Theft? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Homicidal insanity, Holmes.
It is indubitable that the man who did this to Polly Nichols is not of his full senses.
Okay, so swing a boot, yes. Credible motive, even in the field that Sherlock... Okay, hold on. The victim was an occasional prostitute without family or ties. The victim lived in misery. Resentment can lead to irreplaceable...
Revenge, Holmes?
Revenge could be a possible motive, but with one small reservation. We have reason to believe that the victim considered her murderer to be a typical client.
A personal drama.
Love can certainly lead to many a drama, but we have to consider the fact that the victim didn't know her attacker.
Credible motive, even if it's a field that Sherlock doesn't know.
Black magic?
I'm not terribly interested in the occult or black magic. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to this motive.
Theft, perhaps.
I have a hard time believing that someone would attack poor Polly so fiercely just to rob her of a few coins.
Hold on a minute, I think we should move. Okay, so hold on, it's apparently... Oh, damn it.
Homicidal
Yes, we know.
It is.
Okay, this is good, this is fine.
Black magic?
I'm not.
So we got it right the first time.
A personal
this,
drama.
Yes. This.
Theft.
I have a hard...
Get out of here. Okay, and this.
Revenge, Holmes?
So it was, yes, yes.
Elementary.
There we go.
Very well, Watson. I think that we've exhausted the topic. Take a rest and we'll speak again later.
Ah, it would seem that the investigation is advancing, Holmes. Yesterday's Star said that a suspect is in the hands of the police, a man with a rather sinister reputation.
I was about to join you in your optimistic outlook until you informed me that the good news came from the press, Watson.
But surely they wouldn't invent the fact that the police are holding a suspect, or the acts that are attributed to him.
You will have an exact answer to these two questions in less than 50 seconds, Watson.
Pardon?
Enter, Inspector.
Good day.
Good day.
Dear Watson, allow me to introduce Inspector Aberline, Inspector Dr. Watson.
Inspector?
To what do we owe the honour of your presence,
That was a
Inspector?
bit weird.
I heard that the two of you made your way to Whitechapel a few days ago. Your arrival, you are aware, coincides with a very serious affair which our police service is going to great lengths to solve and which is creating strong tensions in the area.
Pardon me, but haven't you arrested someone? A certain Leather Apron?
Absolutely not. The man who hides behind this name is indeed being actively searched for by the force. Besides, nothing at the moment suggests that he is the Bucks Row murderer.
There, you've been enlightened, Watson. Now it is our turn to answer Inspector Aberline's questions.
Indeed. I will be brief and precise. Do you intend to investigate this case, or have you already started?
It is to be of service to a friend that I went to Whitechapel. We did, out of curiosity, familiarize ourselves with the preliminary reports, and we made our way to the scene of the crime. Our conclusions are slim, as are the clues. Having not been officially appointed by a client, I believe that my intervention in this business will end there.
Very well. To be frank, you take the weight off my shoulders by distancing yourself from the case. Our image isn't very good, to say nothing of what the press puts us through. Thus, if overnight they found out that you were on the case, people would turn against us.
And they would pester me, overwhelm me, and finally make me out to be responsible for the inevitable failure such a scenario entails. Neither you nor I wish for this to happen. I know that your time is precious, Inspector. I will send you a note regarding my conclusions shortly.
With pleasure. Gentlemen?
Do you think that he will find the murderer?
The chances are slim to non-existent. It is 7 days now, short of a confession from the murderer himself.
And you will not go further?
You heard the Inspector, Watson. My presence in Whitechapel would hinder, which doesn't mean that we will drop the case.
How is that?
The Inspector spoke of me, but not of us. It is you, Watson, who will lead the investigation tonight. It is you who will bring to the police station the little note that I will write regarding our conclusions. Despite the late hour, there is nothing to stop you from making inquiries about this famous leather apron while you are there.
Alright, so now we're Dr. Watson. But, we're gonna leave it there for now, guys, and look forward to some more. Thanks for watching.